What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm gonna be doing the account review video. I've chosen 3 people's accounts that have DM'd me their info, and basically what I'm gonna be doing in this video, guys, is gonna be going through their account, letting them know what they should be doing, and in turn, if you're around the CC of the people I do in this video, you guys can kind of get an idea for yourself what you should be doing for your account. Alright, so the first person I have here is Karma, so shout out to him, man. He actually did lend me his account, and we're gonna find out what his box DC is, what his teams are. We're gonna see what we can get sorted for his account and see what is the play. So off the rip, I can already notice he has a lot of stamina in his stamina bar. He's not really used a lot of it, so that's something that I initially noticed off the jump, and that his gold is a little bit low with his diamonds being a little bit low as well. So let's actually see his box, and we'll go from there, basically, right? So 2.5 million box CC. So from the jump, I can already see that a lot of the characters here, we're gonna have to filter by can I go descending? Awakening. We'll do awakening descending. Okay. So from the jump, I can see he has a few good picks for units. He has Trader Meliodas, which is really good. Let's see how he has 2 out of 6. Okay, does he have gear for Trader Meli? He does have attack crit damage. Okay. In terms of like outfits and stuff, that's fine. You don't need like any outfits really for Trader Meli if you're using him for like PvE content. But in PvP, you would definitely want to get his outfits for sure. It's fine that you don't have them, Karma, but it is what it is, man. Like 2 out of 6 is fine for your Trader Meli though. Let's see if you have. Okay, so you do have Miguelda, and you do have Matrona as well. So I would honestly work on Miguelda. I would get her super awakened. So I'm not going to touch your coins or anything like that. But in terms of like what I can recommend for you, I would definitely recommend super awakening your Miguelda and your Matrona. I'm gonna make sure you don't have Festival DN as well. I don't think you do, but I'm gonna make sure you do not have Festival DN first, because if you have Festival DN, then you might want to use her instead. It does not look like you do, and I can already see there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the later half of the account. Okay, let's just talk about your bird team real quick. So let's go to the bird and let's see if you've actually been using the team anyway. Let's see. So you actually are using this team right here, which is fine. And I mean, it looks like you did get your first clear on this, which is good. So let's actually see your team that you have going here. So it looks like you got an attack crit Meli, Margaret Link, Tarmiel Link on your Matrona there, with a blue team Meliodas Link on your Miguelda, with a Sariel Link on your Brunhilde. Okay, so the first thing that I've noticed here is that the CC in general for the team is kind of low, and there's no artifact set card bonus here for the team. I already noticed that your Tarmiel is SSR there, and I've noticed you're using Margaret Link on your Meliodas. I don't think you have Margaret 6 out of 6, so honestly the first thing that I would definitely take into account here, yeah, you don't have Margaret 6 out of 6, so the grace effects of goddesses are really good, but you're not going to want to lose stats just for the grace in most case scenarios. There are a few scenarios where you would want the Link over it. You obviously have your red Tarmiel built very well, so you wouldn't use him in the bird because red Tarmiel Link does mess with it, but you can use him in every other content if you want that effect from the Link. But your blue Tarmiel, I'd highly advise getting up, Karma, because I saw that your blue Tarmiel here was only SSR rarity, right? Was only SSR rarity here. You have not gotten him past right here. Yeah, so he's only level 50 SSR, so I would definitely advise working on your Tarmiel. For now, I can already see that you kind of are awakening your characters here, which is a good sign. So you definitely want to make sure you're awakening them. And then what I would do as well is, if possible, try to work from your R units and get them all to at least SSR rarity, so it matches with these characters here. And then you're going to be able to get all of them to SSR here, and it's going to be a pretty big chunk of boost for your box CC as well. And in terms of constellation as well, whenever you get any constellation, so you have 150 here, just click auto activate and activate it. I'm going to do it for you, because I think it is beneficial for your account, so I will actually do it. You get 225 HP there. That is good, and that's going to be a good chunk of CC buff for your characters. So that's just something to take into account. From the jump of the box though, it looks pretty good. You got a good roster of characters here that you have to work with. Your bird team is definitely sorted out. It doesn't look like you have a deer team yet, but you don't have to worry about deer yet, honestly, in terms of where your account is right now. Let's see where your PvP ranking is, because that's another thing that gives me an idea of where you are in the game. So let's actually see what the PvP ranking is looking like here. Okay, so I see you got Valenti main. Okay. I like that. Let's actually see here. Let's go to the PvP and let's see your ranking. So you are in only Platinum 5 of PvP, so I'd highly advise, Karma, push your PvP ranking as well, man. That's going to be something that's going to help your overall account and also get you a lot more diamonds for your summons, right? Or even for getting outfits for characters. You're only getting 34 diamonds a week, and with this team right here, I would definitely change it up a little bit. In terms of characters you have that are really good, you do have you know, Red Tarmiel here, which can be good. I see you're using Red Tarmiel Link on Merlin, which is fine. In terms of like the team that you have going on right now, it's not too bad. There's definitely things you can do. I see you do have Kyo as well. Do you have Holy Relic Kyo? Okay, not bad. I assume you don't have cosmetics then, right? Yeah. Okay, so you only really invested in what you can. Okay. In terms of the team though, it looks fine to me actually now after looking at your box. You could definitely keep using this team, and I think you would be able to push up for sure. You could even, like, if you really want to, you could do like Margaret, Green Gother, Trader Melly. That's not a bad team as well. I think that team could work. You could even do like a goddess team. Like, from what I'm seeing, you already have a lot of goddess characters. So what we could do, you could just do Tarmiel on the field. You could do Margaret on the field as well, and you could also do Red Sariel, because it looks like you have these 3 characters built. You can run like a goddess oriented team, and then in terms of your backline here, you could definitely slot in a character that could kind of help your team as well with that. I don't know if I see any good goddess supports here. Let me see if we can filter by race here and find if you have any goddess support. Let's see. Nothing too crazy. You do have Summer Liz though, so if you do actually build Summer Liz, she could be a really good backline for your team actually. That's not a bad idea. I would recommend you actually use this as your PvP team. I would work around building this Elizabeth up, because if you guys don't know what her passive is, it decreases allies' damage taken from all target attacks by 10% for every goddess hero on the battlefield, and it works from the backline. So you have 3 goddess heroes in the front, that's 30% damage reduction from AoE attacks. Really, really strong having her as a backline for that, and this team could definitely push you up into Champion 5 at the very least. So I'd highly recommend you use this team right here, Karma. In terms of links, just make sure you filter by the highest dupe level. So I don't know if you can even do that. Let me see. Ultimate move descending, right? You always want to do by ultimate move. So this will be probably your best link here, 6 out of 6, right? Even if you have to use SR links, those are fine. You're gonna get more CC if you have 6 out of 6 melee here. This is SR melee. You will get more CC than using this melee, let's say. So because this is ungeared, right? So 1 out of 6. You can see, like, if I put this melee right here, 6,700. If I put this melee now, we get 7,000. So you can see the CC jump is pretty big, right? Let's see if we have any other. I am filtering by ultimate move as well. So you do have Dariari 6 out of 6 from the looks of it. Oh no, you only have 2 out of 6. Okay. So I'm seeing that a lot of your characters are actually not fed dupe wise. Okay, so that's something I'm starting to see as well. When you're summoning Karma, what I would highly recommend is whenever you get an SR unit, definitely feed the dupe. That's going to be something you for sure want to be doing, man. That's highly advisable. Any character you have that's higher duped, right, I would highly advise as a link. And even if you don't have high dupes for a character, if they are really highly or like heavily invested in, you can run them as a link as well. So on this team, let's say, because you don't have as many 6 out of 6 units, Trader Melly wouldn't be a bad link, just because he's pretty bit, you know, he's pretty built. We can actually move this Meliodas over to this Liz actually, and then we could give Margaret a different link here actually as well. Let's just do, like, let's just say like the 1 Esnor, let's say. Okay, so this could be your team right here. Obviously you would have to work on Elizabeth in the backline in terms of her CC, but overall I could definitely see this team winning a few matches in PvP and definitely pushing you up to the Champion 5. So that's your PvP team sorted, and I think that's definitely going to help boost your account for sure. So let's actually go back to your tavern and let's see if there's anything else I can recommend for you to do. So let's see your boss battle here. So you have unlocked Belmos and stuff. Let's see like what your teams are on your account that you like to use. Let me see, I'm just curious. Okay, so you have a demon team, Pierce team. Okay, nothing too crazy, just some standardized teams here. I see. In terms of what you can do for a farming team, let me set you up a farming team because it doesn't look like you have one yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go out of the way and I'm gonna take out this team right here because it doesn't look like you really need this team. I'm just gonna say right now, definitely doesn't look like you need it. So let's actually make a farming team for you. So let's see what you got here in terms of thing. Let's not filter by ultimate move anymore, so we could just do by awakening, and that'll be fine. So in terms of like a farming team you could do, I'm trying to see here. You do have Green Gother, so automatic slot, I would put Green Gother in. That's not a bad idea. You can just put Green Gother. Let's remove Blue Jericho there. Let's see, in terms of AoE characters you have here, it does not look like you have too many of them. You do have Margaret though, so Margaret's not a bad character you could put on your farming team as well. And let me see if you have Shin any lower in your box here, because Shin is not a bad idea. Even Green Arthur could actually be a good unit. Let me put Green Arthur on the team actually. I'm gonna take Margaret off, and let me see if you have Green Shin. All right, so as I was recording the video, I forgot that both Shin and Arthur are both humans. Usually I run Festival King instead of Green Gother, so I completely like disregarded it out of my mind. Instead of running you know, Arthur on the team, you can keep Shin and you can put Margaret, or what you can do is you can keep Arthur and then put Margaret on the team Karma. I would recommend that personally, because it'll still provide you with, you know, Margaret AoE. You get the damage dealt from her, and you'll keep Gother stacks as well. So disregard what I said about Arthur and Shin. I just wanted to edit that in the video there because it completely slipped my mind that they're both humans, just because I run King instead of Green Gother when I use that farming team in general. But yeah, I just wanted to add that into the video so that you know. But yeah, completely disregard Arthur and Shin. Remember what I said. If you have Green Shin, then that's definitely a character you need to work on. Okay, yeah, Green Shin. So you do actually have Shin as well. So this could be a pretty decent farming team as well, in terms of what you could do. If you had Festival King, I would recommend you just swap King out for Gother. But Gother's not a bad character to put there, because he's going to give you the attack related stats increase. And then in terms of your backline, you could just use Death Pierce. I don't know if you have him or not. Let me just see if you have him. Okay, so you do have Death Pierce, so you can run him backline, and this could be your farming team. So if you start working on these characters, this could definitely be a team you can use when farming boss battle, when farming gold, basically any of your farming needs. I would, you know, advise working on both Arthur and Shin to help boost that, you know, the efficiency. And in terms of like materials you have, let's see like what your materials are looking like. Okay, it's not anything too crazy. You do have a decent amount of books here, which is good, and you have a lot of red demon mats there as well. So it looks like your books are sorted out though, because you got a lot of 5-star books. I'd highly advise at this point just farming awakening materials, because your box definitely needs it, Karma. I would highly just like advise going to boss battle whenever it's half stamina. So like today, I don't think it's half stamina, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's half stamina today. Yeah, it's not. So when it's half stamina and you're available to do that, just start farming boss battle, depending on the stage, and then just get your awakening materials up so you can start awakening through your box. And I can also see that you haven't even finished all of your villages yet. So that's another thing you can definitely work on as well, is you know, clearing out all your villages so you're able to get the gems from it. Because if we go to story here, there's going to be a lot of gems you've missed. So 30, you know, 30 here. Oh, so you've claimed 6. Okay, so you okay, makes sense. So you've claimed all the diamonds past the main original 6. So you only have chapter 4 and 5 I see left. Okay, not too bad then, not too bad, never mind. But yeah, I'd you know, make sure you finish out the rest of your villages, because they're not too bad in terms of getting your rewards. You get diamonds along the way, and you'll also get like a bunch of awakening materials along the way as well. So that overall, I think that's a pretty good showing of what Karma's account looks like and what he can work on. So the main things that we can take note from this is that Karma can work on getting awakening materials for his box, working on a farming team for sure, working on making a PvP team so he can get to champion 5. And you know, from the looks of it, I think that's like all that I could really suggest for the account. It is you know, fairly good so far, in my opinion. So I think you're doing pretty good, Karma, and that's going to be your account right there. So let's move on to the next account. Alright, so now we're going to be on Slurpin's account, guys. Let's actually go over his account and see what he has going on here that we should be working on. So first things first, let's check the box CC and see what we got here. So we got a 3 million box CC account. So when I did look for all the people, by the way, guys, I was looking for people that had different ranges for their box. So we started with Karma with a 2.5 million. We got Slurpin here, and then I also have Max Scott, which is going to be after this, with a 4 million box CC. So this is a pretty good range to kind of give you guys an idea of like what you should be doing. And so for Slurpin here, let's actually filter like what we did before. Let's do by awakening descending, so I can see kind of what he's went for in terms of SA. And let's actually go over his account here. So he has Milim as his favorite here. He does have Migueldo, which I do see off the rip. Let's see if he has any taunt characters here that he's able to use. Does he have Festival Dian? Has he came back for Festival Dian? He has not. He does have Yorman Gan though. That is something I noticed there in the box that I can take into account. He does have Scotty, and he's starting to work on her as well. Any other characters that I can take note of here? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, let's do what we did with the first account. Let's go to the bird team and see if I can sort you a bird team. Let's go to bird. Go in and let's actually see what you got going. So this is the team you're actually rocking right now for the bird, and I actually think this is a pretty good team. One thing I could recommend for you though is honestly you could swap Sariel out for a tank unit. I don't know if you have one, because from when I was looking through your box, I don't think I saw one. I can try and search for them. Let's see. Matrona. You do not have Matrona. Okay, Diane. Let's see if you have Diane. Do you have the Diane? You do not have Festival Diane. What you can do in the meantime, and this is like not really, you know, the best tank character that you can use, but I would honestly just recommend using you know, Matrona Diane here, Slurpin, because Matrona Diane, she does have the exact same taunt skill as not her ultimate. She does have the exact same taunt skill as Matrona, right? She has the 3-turn defense related increase, so she's gonna be a really good character where you could put you know, I wouldn't put red Tarmiel Link, but you could put blue Tarmiel Link. I assume you have blue Tarmiel. Let's actually see. Oh, you don't have blue Tarmiel. Okay, so that actually changes a lot. I'm trying to think now. If you don't have blue Tarmiel, you would need a character that does a stance for a good amount of time. Maybe we can filter by abilities. Let's see. Let's go through. Let's see if we have any other effects. Do we have counter stance? No. I'm trying to see if you have no, because attack skills wouldn't even be. Where is stance skill? Or defense stance, one of the two. Defense stance. Let's try defense stance and let's search. Yeah, so this is okay. So this is your whole box in terms of defense stances. You do have Blue Derriere built. I mean, you can give her a try. Unfortunately, though, the problem with Blue Derriere in terms of like running her on a team here would be that she doesn't have the 3-turn taunt that Tank Diane has. So in my opinion, I would honestly still recommend, even though you don't have Blue Tarmiel, I would still recommend you build green Matrona Diane or Tank Diane, because she has the 3-turn taunt. It's gonna make it so your team takes the, you know, she basically takes the main damage for her, and the rest of your team can kind of just work past it. Miguel is going to be healing your team regardless anyway, so you know you have your healer there. You have your damage dealer in Brunhilde because she's going to be the power strike character you're going to be able to use, right? She does have power strike, so she's able to get past the first floor. But yeah, in terms of my recommendation, I would actually recommend you use this team right here, and you can keep red Tarmiel Link on, but the problem is with red Tarmiel Link, and you know, it mainly happens on stage 2, is that red Tarmiel Link does mess with stage 2. You know, the AoE attack that kills everyone, if you don't have a stance, that actually messes with it. So you actually don't want to run red Tarmiel Link, and I would highly advise just going for you know, in terms of just filtering, let's make sure we remove the filter here. And let's make sure we filter by ultimate move level descending, just like I did with the last account. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and give your links as well. So you can see, if I give you this link for your Arthur, this Meliodas, even though he's only level 70, he is 6/6, so he's going to provide a good amount of CC. So in terms of characters here, we are still filtering by ultimate move as well, so we can give Elizabeth here and we can get a little bit more CC. You can see, even though Elizabeth is level 70 and Bon is level 80, you can see that when I try to equip Bon compared to Elizabeth, you see the stat difference, right? That is something to take into account, so definitely just put the link there. I don't know if your Bon is 6/6 or not though. He is 3/6. Okay, so those are your only 2 6/6 units, man. That's kind of crazy, if I'm not mistaken, unless you have like these SRs 6/6. Let's see. You do. Okay, so characters down here definitely can work. Does your King have 6/6? He is 6/6, so that's another character you can run actually. Let's put King as a link there, because that's still gonna help, all right? And then since you don't have a Tarmiel Link, is your Red Hauser 6/6? Let's see. He's not 6/6. Okay, I assume one of your SR Hausers should be 6/6. 5/6. Let's see this one. 1/6. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see if you have any other 6/6 characters here that we can, you know, take a look with. Maybe Jericho here, is she going to be 6/6? She is. So Jericho you can use as a link as well. So let's just say this would be your team. After you build Diane, you can definitely run this team and obviously work on getting the gear sorted out as well with the Super Awakening, the level 90. If everyone gets sorted out to be where they are, this is not going to be a bad team at all in terms of clearing for the bird. So let's move on past the bird now. In terms terms of deer team, because I know you do have Jormungand, I wouldn't honestly do the deer yet. I would not recommend it. But you do have Jormungandr, so I will just build you a team so that you have it ready, so that when you want to attempt it, you can do it. So let's actually go to Jormungandr. She's obviously the main character you do want to have for this. I did see you had Scotty, if I'm not mistaken, so we can actually use Scotty here, which is going to be a good red character for the team. In terms of blue, you can use Milim because you do have your Milim built, and you know, as you guys have seen with my video, Milim can work on the deer, so it's definitely a good option character. And then Brunhilde can be slapped on the team as well. So this can be your deer team. Once you've worked on your bird and you farmed bird enough, you could definitely give deer team a try with this team comp right here, and it'll definitely get the job done. You have your blue, you have your green covered with Jormungand or Brunhilde, and then you have your red covered with Scotty there. And then in terms of artifact card sets, if you don't have any set bonus card sets, yeah, it doesn't look like you have any, just auto set for combat class and apply, and that's what you're just gonna have to do for now. But yeah, that's gonna be your deer team. You don't have to do it now, and I would highly advise just sticking with bird, but when you do build the deer units, you can definitely give it a try. So now that we've went over that, let's go to your PvP team now. That's the next thing we can go over, right? Let's go to your PvP team, and then you know, we'll look at that and we'll see what we can work on there. Let's go and see what kind of PvP team you are using at the moment. So let's see here. Okay, not a bad team. I actually like this team a lot. It is full unknown race. You aren't getting any benefit from green Gother passive, which is something to take into account. So honestly, I would just swap out green Gother for maybe red Gother. Honestly, I would honestly do it. Yeah, just because red Gother will still give you benefit. Attack steal is there, and you know, with this team, you could do like maybe, you know, an alt rush type comp, because you do have Rimuru and Milim built. Let's see, you have 2 out of 6 Rimuru, okay, and let's see if your Milim has any dupes as well. Your Milim is 1 out of 6, that's fine. So this team works and can definitely get the job done. You can also, honestly, like if you want, you could move like Ram in the front and take off Milim, and then you could have like Green Merlin backline. I know I've run that team, and that's not a bad unknown race team in general, and can definitely get the job done as well. But I think this team here is fine. Even using Green Gother, like, don't feel free to use Green Gother still if you haven't built, because you do have them built right now. So you don't actually even have to use Red Gother. You can still keep this team and definitely work towards getting Champion 5. But you're already in Master 3, so Slurpin, from what I can already see, bro, you are working pretty well on your PvP team. So that's pretty nice right there. Let's go back to the tavern and let's go through maybe your box here, and then kind of suggest what you should be doing in terms of getting your box sorted out. So you are 3 million box CC, which is fairly good. I see you are working on awakening all your characters here. Have you gotten your whole box? Okay, so the first thing I would recommend from just seeing this is, just like I said with Karma's box, get all your Rs and SR units to SSR rarity. If you can get them all to SSR rarity, it's gonna make your box more you know, cleaned out. You'll see all your SSRs here, and then from then on you can work to getting them all UR. And I can already see you've already kind of did that, right? You've already kind of done that with the UR characters here, but there are still a lot of characters down here that you don't have worked on, that you don't need to necessarily put a lot of effort into, but you just have to get them to that point so you get the little box CC push. So you can just get them to SSR. You can get them to, you know, UR level 1 if you want. You know, SSR level 50 is fine if you don't have the SSR pendants, but over time, obviously you're not going to get this done instantly, but over time you can definitely work on that. So first things first, I can already see though that, let's actually check your mats. Your books are fine. I can see your books are fine. Your awakening materials are not fine, so that's going to be something you want to farm. Your gold obviously could use some working on as well, so let's actually build you a farming team. So let's go to boss battle here, and I'm just gonna like just click on the boss battle, and I'm just gonna sort out a farming team for you right here. So you have an anvil team, that's good, that's good. You have a demon team, that's fine. Okay, let's see if you have a farming team here that I can work with. I see you do have Shin built, which is good, and I see you're running kind of like a farming team here with like King Hendrickson, and that's not a bad idea, honestly. Okay, I see you are building like a deer team. I don't know why you have Thonar here. So you know what we'll do, we'll actually swap out this team and we'll change this to your farming team. So let's actually take out all these characters and we'll start building a farming team for you. Let's remove Shin and let's put on a different character, or even Arthur. We can remove Arthur and we can swap it out. So let's keep Shin, because I think Shin provides a lot of value to the team. Let's get a different character. Let's see, what about like Hendrickson, right? Hendrickson could be a good character for you because you know, you have Shin right here. You can run Hendrickson to actually boost your debuff damage, because you guys don't know, Hendrickson can actually provide that. So let's actually check his passive here. So Henderson's passive increases allies damage dealt with debuff attack skills by 50%. So that on top of the fact that Shin himself, you know, he's going to be increasing his damage. He does a debuff skill here that's always 150% regardless of the rank. With Green Gother stacks Death Pierce backline, that's going to be a good thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit, you know, the karma part where I put Arthur and Shin, because I know that's I kind of messed up there, but I will edit that and I'll recommend another character for him. Probably just put Margaret for him. But yeah, in terms of like the team here, I think this is a good farming team right here, because I just noticed that the human situation or whatever, right? So yeah, that's fine. So now that we've sorted out your farming team, you can use that for gold, you can use that for boss battle, anything where you need to do AoE farming, you can get that done with that team right there. And then in terms of what I recommend you should be doing, I would say from the looking of your account, Slurpin, let's actually see how much villages you've worked on. It looks like you've gotten them all done. Yeah, it is. Okay, so they're all done. So what you can do from this point on, farm boss battle when it's half stamina, and when Force Ogres is half stamina as well, definitely make sure to farm that stage as well. Because there are going to be, like, you know, this stage right, not the event dungeon, but like this gold stage right here, definitely make sure to farm this stage when it's half stamina, because this is where you're going to be able to get all your gold from, right? This is going to be the stage to do it. You'd want to build Shin and your Hendrickson, and you don't really need to build Death Pierce in the backline. He'll just provide the bonuses for you, but you can definitely work on this team right here. So that's pretty good right there. But yeah, and then that's basically it in terms of what I could recommend for you, Slurpin. I think I did a pretty good evaluation of your account, so good job there. But yeah, that's gonna be Slurpin's account, guys. Let's move into Max Scott's account and talk about what he can improve on. Alright, so we're on our final account here for the account review video. This is going to be Matt Scott's account, so shout out to him, man. Let's actually hop in and go over his account and see what he needs to be working on in terms of getting his box CC up, you know, his characters up, and in general just working on his character and his account. So let's actually hop in and let's see what he's got going here. So he has a 4 million account, a box CC account here. Let's scroll through and see if there's any notable characters that we can take off the, you know, to pick. I already see you have a really good farming team from the jump. I can already see you have a really good farming team, so that's good. You do have Migdelda, you do have Trader Meliodas, so I think your bird team is sorted out. Do you have Jormungandr though? Did you pull for her? That's the real question. Let me see, because if you have Jormungandr, I can give you deer tips. If not though, it's fine. Okay, so you don't have Jormungandr, that's fine. Instead of working on the deer now, let's just talk about your bird team first. So we'll come back to the box, we'll talk about the bird first, and then we'll go back to your box. Okay, this is a perfect team. This is a really good team actually. Deanne here for these stands, you have Migdelda and you have Trader Meliodas with Sariel on the team. I would honestly recommend, if you do have Brunhilde, let's see if you have Brunhilde. You do. If you have Brunhilde and you are working on her, definitely make sure to slot her in instead of Sariel, because she will give you healing. She will provide a little bit more than Sariel because she has healing on her ultimate, and she also has power strike just like him, but she also has single target you know, damage there with her passive working in both the demonic beast battles. So she's going to be a character you definitely want to work on. Sariel, as I can see here, is built for you, so that's fine. But I would just recommend building Brunhilde over Sariel. But if you don't want to invest materials, you can still use this team, and I still think you'll be able to clear through all stages of the bird, so don't really need to fret about it. But this team is perfect, so that's good. And then what artifact cards? So you're just using CC. Let's see if you have any set bonuses that maybe we can use instead. I don't think this set card set is as good, right? Increases allies damage dealt with single target attack. So this could be good. It could be good actually. We can use that card set actually instead of the one you're using right there, because you weren't really using any card sets there, right? So now let's actually do we get back to artifact cards here. Filter through attack descending, and we can do, or even CC descending actually. Let's do CC descending. We can just do the Essener card and the King card there. Perfect. So that's going to be your card set, and that's going to be the team you use. Obviously, you'd want to gear your characters, but that's going to be a really good bird team to actually get you the clear. So there's your bird team sorted out, Matt, Mac. Hopefully, I didn't, you know, mess up your whole thing. Like, I don't know if you were meant to do the deer. Let's see if you even had a deer team going. You didn't. Okay, good. So I assume you always do bird anyway. That's fine. Okay, let's back out. And now let's go back to your box and let's see what I can recommend in terms of what you should work on. So from the later half of your box, it looks like you've already been doing it though, which is good. Awakening your characters and getting them you know, awakened and then putting them to 60 is a good idea, and I can already see that you are doing that. You've gotten your whole box basically to level 50. You just got Hawk and you just got Mono 2, so those are characters that you can also level up as well. In terms of your later half of your box here, I see a lot of your characters are awakened though, so that's good. You have some characters you still need to work on in terms of awakening, but that can come, you know, over time with farming. But from the looks of it though, the box is looking pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go to your PvP team now and let's see what you're running in terms of PvP, because I can definitely give you some good recommendations with what characters you have in your box right now. If you are already champion 5 and you have a team already sorted out though, then you're fine and I don't really need to recommend anything. But just to get you to champion 5, if you aren't already, that's going to be something you definitely want to work on. So let's see what you are right now. So you are champion 5, that's good. And in terms of your team here, not too bad. I think you could definitely change up the team a little bit. Instead of running like Escanor, you can just run you know, green, or instead of King, I should say, you could run Green Gilther, right? That could be a team comp right there. I know a lot of people run this team right here just because it's double single target with Escanor to provide buffs for melee. This team works, right? In terms of your backline, you know, Merlin is fine if you have her there for CC, but you could definitely maybe get a character here that could like actually benefit from the backline. Do you have trying to see here, it doesn't look like you have anyone else that you could really use to benefit from the backline that has good CC. So it looks like we're just going to leave you the team like that. I would say though that this is going to be a good team though. If you have King Link, you could just do this King Link or this one. Looks like you have this one 6/6. We'll use that one. But let's use this King Link, let's say, and that's going to be the team you can definitely use. This team will you could easily push the champion 1 with this team if you work on the characters and the links. Just make sure you have the correct links and stuff, and this team will be fine. But you're already in champion 5, so you're already getting 50 gems a week. So I don't really need to work on anything really there. So let's go to your boss battle now and let's see what kind of team you're using in terms of farming now, Mac. Let's actually see. So let's go to boss battle and let's see what you're able to do here. Let's see what teams you have. So you have a bunch of team slots open that you haven't been using. Okay, so let's see what okay, so it looks like this is one of your farming teams maybe. Yeah, farm. In terms of what I would recommend, honestly, bro, you could take out both Green Gilther and Sariel and just put Shin and Festival King. That can be a really, really good team. I use that team personally for farming, so I won't mess up your team there. I'll just add another team. So what we'll do is we'll put Festival King, we'll put Green Arthur wherever your Green Arthur was. Let's see, I'll just oh, there he is. So we'll put Green Arthur, and then we'll put as well, if you have Shin, we can run him as well. Yes, so this is going to be a really good team that I recommend for general farming, because the team is so quick in terms of your farming. I've used this team and I can you know, I can attest that this team, if you guys have all 3 of these characters from the front line with Death Spear's backline, can farm all stages of death battle, or a boss battle I should say, and it can farm the gold stage at the highest difficulty, and it'll clear really, really fast as well. So I highly advise this be your farming team right here. You can put Shin in this slot, Arthur here, and then King right here, and you'll do perfectly fine. Obviously you'd have to gear your characters. You could do attack crit on King, you could do HP defense on Arthur, and then attack crit damage Shin. It doesn't have to be his gear, it will still work. And then in terms of the artifact card sets, I don't think you have because what I remember, I don't think you have a set bonus. Yeah, you don't. So what I would do is I'd go for attack, and I would do just your highest attack pieces so you could do the most damage, and that will be your farming team right there. So Mac, that's not bad right there in terms of your setup for that. So now let's actually talk about what I would recommend, the last bit of things for you to do, because other than that, I mean, your box is fine, bro. Like you know what you're doing. I obviously can see that you're working on getting your last few characters up here, so that's fine, and I've given you the farming team you need to actually do it now, so you should be good in terms of farming your awakening materials. But you know, a lot of people definitely need to farm their boss battle. So when it comes to half stamina, guys, farm boss battle, man. Farm boss battle. That's the most like important thing I can recommend in terms of box CC increase that you can do, is just farming boss battle. And then I can see that Mac definitely needs a lot of gold, so farming gold on Sunday is going to be something I recommend. And since I built you that farming team that you can use, you should be perfectly fine. So that's basically everything I can recommend here in terms for Mac, because he obviously knows what he's doing for most of the box here, and he's already doing what I kind of recommend. So that's fine right there. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for the account review video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this or be featured in future videos, join the Discord, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and maybe we'll see you in the next account reviews. So that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.